So it seems to be like a lot of Trayvon Martins, a lot of Eric Gardners, a lot of Renisha McBrides, and basically I'm just talking about, geez, like what is there, like practically 10 police brutalities or killings a month nowadays. Like this is ridiculous, man. It's like I'm tallying up all these black folks getting killed, and I'm surprised that people kind of sleep on this shit. Meaning, like, it's just what got me kind of riled up is that there was an old man, and I'll leave the link in the description box. I didn't read the whole story, but I know that there was like an old man who got shot by the police. He was unarmed, and this hit like really close to home because I was really like telling everybody, man, it's going to be an eventually. It's going to be an eventually. It's going to hit close to home. It's going to be at home, really. And I kind of been tallying up like these cases, with black people getting shot and they're innocent and all that by the police. And I think I've kind of tallied up like probably like 3 or 4 in my area. Well, in the state. And, I've made it like a Facebook thing saying like, hey, we can't be asleep. Because I know like certain cities, like the one I'm in, it's very diverse, but it's kind of like kind of segregated but diverse at the same time. And like the school that I go to is very diverse, and I've been noticing a lot of interracial dating. People having friends with all different races. There was even like a World Fest a couple weeks ago, which was like basically people of different countries and nationalities. They come together for this festival and they kind of show off their their foods and their culture and music and stuff like that. And it was a good vibe and all, but I'm not going to fall asleep thinking that, okay, just because all other races are coming together for this one event, that they have our back. Some might, but not a collective as an all. Not as an entire collective. I don't care how many brothers are hopping the fence or sisters who are hopping the fence. I'm not going to fall asleep and be like, oh, this is post-racial society. We don't have to think about race entirely. We just have to worry about bad people. This is my thing with these fools who believe in this post-racial society, or who want to be in it, and wish to be in it so bad, is that these white guys, and I'm kind of just hitting on the sisters because they're the ones who fall for it when they're in interracial relationships. Some brothers, when they deal with white women, they don't want to deal. They want to use that excuse to their white women to like leave behind their, the black folks they used to be with and all that. But I'm really worried about the black women who date interracially, because they're the main ones who are under this sleep hypnosis of, we live in this post-racial society. And I was really just talking to this girl last week, and I asked her what was her dating preference, and she just kind of like, I forgot like her type, but what I asked for, like her racial type, it was white guys. And I'm like scratching my head, like, with all this police brutality, how are white guys still the top choice? Like, I don't get that. Like, do you watch the news? Do you see what's going on? Like, every white folk needs to be held accountable and questioned. But it's funny how no matter how many times you see police brutality, it's like, you know, your white neighbor is like, you don't think nothing of him. You're just like, oh, he's just a good white guy. You know what? He's not racist or anything. And it's just like, why isn't I think I made a video of this already, but I don't know. I didn't upload my stuff yet. But I'm just like wondering, like, how in the heck is interracial dating between white men and black women having decreased? And you know, we can't be sleep on this, man. I don't give a damn how many white guys are hopping the fence, worshiping black women. I don't care about these little antics that they do. You know, I see their videos. They're talking about how, you know, they love a black woman's strong integrity and personality. It matches with theirs. And I'm like, I really don't care for all that, because when it comes to the racial element, you know, fuck all the love romance shit. I'm worried about the racial element. If somebody in the black community gets shot and killed by a racist white person, what is your stance? And I'm just gonna be honest, like, interracial dating is looking bad now, because, you know, I'm looking at this the Danielle Watts situation. It's kind of like went drizzled down a bit. But the point is that I have a cold, so bear with me now. The point is that when I saw the CNN interview, and I saw how Danielle, she's still in this hypnosis, this false reality of, we live in this America where we live in this country where you know, it's all this kind of silly white college. It sounds like a really cheesy college humanities type thing, where she's worrying about, like, you know, because we live in America, this is the most accepting place in the world, and, you know, with all these Bill of Rights, the Constitution, like, we're entitled. You know, everybody's entitled of the same rights and all this Yiddish. And, you know, she's talking about all this, we live in this post-racial society, because she's interracially dating. And then you see her white boyfriend, you know, he's like, oh, well, race was definitely a factor. Race was definitely... And it's like, it's so funny, because the role was surprisingly flipped during the situation where she got arrested. And, you know, it was the white guy who was like, he was acting real nonchalant and in the audio, and then, you know, Danielle was the one, you know, putting race and, you know, saying that, oh, the cop was racially profiling her and all that. And, you know, I know it's like they have so much inconsistencies. Like it's flipping. I'm like, get on the same fucking page and stop playing. You know, sisters be so sleep on this shit. That's why she ain't getting no love or no respect from the black community. It's not really because you're hot defense. It's because, you know, it's just that you look just so stupid claiming racism, and then it's like, you can, to a degree, it's like sleeping with the enemy and hoping that the enemy's friends will at least respect you. Something like that. But, you know, we gotta get out of this sleep, though. You know, I don't care how, you know, your white friends are. Every white person needs to be held accountable and questioned on their views. And black people just need to wake up from this. If you're a Naruto fan, you would understand what Genjutsu is. Genjutsu is like an illusion. It's a visual illusion. And it traps people to their death. And so that's what I'm going to call it. I mean, it's like we live in this Genjutsu of this post-racial world, and we really need to get out of that bullshit. One of the most powerful factors that keep us in this Genjutsu is this white Jesus that we have to take down. Because, you know, you can't say, oh, well, I'm holding every white person accountable, but then again, what? Are you holding white Jesus accountable? Gotta ask ourselves these questions, man. We can't play any longer. We can't be asleep on the wheel. We can't be asleep. Because after this video, there's gonna be 10 more black folks that's gonna get killed by the cops. I wish it didn't happen, but it's going to, because we're doing enough, but we need to. We're doing enough, but the thing is, we're asleep until it actually happens. And that's the thing, like, people who are not in the Ferguson area, people who are not in, you know, the Florida area, they need to, people, there's, I just kind of really sick and tired of black people who are used to being in cities where there's like diversity, or they're just like the only black person and they feel comfortable. Get out of that mentality that these white folks have your best interest. Be careful of racism. You know, look out. You know. And don't act like interracial dating, you know, bedwinching or cooning is gonna save you from, you know, like Tariq Nasheed would say, your nigga lottery card. So yeah, I'm just gonna be rambling on, but I'm just saying, you know, we gotta get out of this genjutsu. We gotta get out of this false reality of this post-racial world. We definitely need to question our white friends, co-workers, for, you know, maybe we got a relative that's white from an interracial relationship. So, you know, we need to start questioning people and put them on the forefront, just to see where they're at. You know, we ain't gotta hate every white person. I'm just saying, question them, get their views, understand them. You know, understand this code of conduct that they tend to have. You know, you don't see anyone bashing Darren Wilson. You know, why the silence? But when there's like a conspiracy theory, you know, we have all these whistleblowers. There's a lot of whistleblowers in the white community. There's a lot of snitches. There's a lot of people withholding information. Got all of the documents, the resumes, they got everything. Don't be sleep on the wheel like, they don't know anything, or, he doesn't get out that much. Get out of that. Catch the game, understand what's going on. We don't know nothing about Darren Wilson. Don't even know his favorite color. Shoot. I have to understand, like, the code of conduct that the white community has. They'll whistle blow, some government conspiracy and, shit like that. But, when it's at their home, they're quiet as a mouse. But, that's all I gotta say. Trying to do like 40 videos or something. Kind of brain dead on the topics, but, I had a lot of them, but just gotta scratch my head and figure out what else to talk about.